Hello there, and welcome to a brief presentation on FERPA and you. This video is going to help you understand your rights as well as the rights of your student and how FERPA relates to you on various levels. So by the time this is all said and done, you should have a very nice view of what FERPA is, what it isn't, and how things of these natures will go ahead and influence you and your student. So, first off, what is FERPA? FERPA stands for the Family Education Rights and Privacy Act. This keeps your children's educational records safe. And by records, we mean any records that belong to a student that are maintained by a government agency, such as, that's right, your public school. So, these records and what can be done with them. Various student records that are protected under FERPA include academic, photo and video, documents, either about the student or written by the student themselves, admissions, discipline, grades, as well as various others. And here is what we're able to do with them. So you, as a parent, or the students themselves can inspect, review, or request to amend or change this information. Now, students are reminded of their rights in this information on a yearly basis, and as such, you will also receive these reminders. These are more than likely carried out during the beginning of the year when you get all of that wonderful information that you have to sign. So it's a good idea to go ahead and make sure you look through it. So, who else has access to these records? This information can be shared with administrative, supervisory, academic, research, and counseling staffs. So, as long as this information is being used for the benefit of the student, these records can be shared without written consent. Now, if someone who isn't mentioned in the above mentioned criteria tries to access these records, written consent will have to be given from either the student or you, the parent. Now, there's one last piece of information that can be given out without written consent. This information is known as directory information. This information can be given to anyone without consent. Now, you do need to understand that you may opt out of this information being available, and once again, this is normally found at the beginning of the year. So, information that is considered directory includes name, address, telephone listing, electronic email, date and place of birth, dates of attendance, grade level, participation in officially recognized activities and sports, degrees, honors, and awards, and most recent school attended. So, transfer and safety. So, all of this information, as of this point, is currently under control by you, the parent or guardian. However, there is something you need to keep in mind. When your child turns 18, primarily the age of an adult, or more importantly, whenever they go ahead and choose to go into a post-secondary school or post-secondary education, all rights to this information is transferred from the parent to the child or student themselves. That means, I hate to say it, but when your student or child is currently in college or any post-secondary education, that means that you no longer have the right to this information. And if you would like to access the information, there has to be written consent given from the individual themselves. And one last piece of information is relating to safety. So FERPA allows institutions to release information without consent if there is an articulable and significant threat to the health or safety of a student. As you know, student and child safety are a high priority. And as such, if this information can be used to go ahead and help a student, it will be given. So, if you're going ahead and wondering for a bit more information about FERPA, I would highly recommend going to the U.S. Department of Education's main website, which you can find at this link right here. Also, they have a wonderful little guide that says A Parent's Guide to FERPA. So, if I went ahead and explained things and you weren't quite satisfied with how that went, or you're thirsty for more information, please go ahead and check that out. So, without further ado, that's going to go ahead and close this up today. So, thank you very much for your time. I tried not to take too much of it, and I hope you now have a better understanding of what FERPA is, the rights, regulations, and how they relate to you. Take care of yourselves and have a wonderful day.